Hi! So I just wanted to briefly talk about, I guess, abandonment and pushing people away and lots of things. I was watching this show called Life Unexpected. I've only seen the first 4 episodes. Me and my roommate were watching it. And it was about a girl who, was never adopted, and then she was trying to get emancipated, and then her parents ended up being her legal guardians because she was trying to get them to sign off on her emancipation, like her biological parents. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, she ended up pushing them away because that's what she was used to. She was used to people not sticking around and not being there, so she had a habit of just pushing everybody away. And I think I've seen this many times in my life, especially with people that have single parents, and I'm not just like singling them out. I mean, it's also people that have 2 parents, and then they've experienced some kind of abandonment, or loss, or like even if you've lost friendships and things like that, you tend to push people away because you've been hurt so many times. I'm guilty of this as well. The moment somebody looks like they're going to leave my life, I push them out. Not proud of it, but it's kind of like, okay, well, you want to leave, then go, as opposed to being like, hey, let's talk about it. And one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys is that I think it's really important to talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about. And you might sit there and talk with a person but never really get to the core of the issue, and then it's just left unspoken. You guys both might move on and live separate lives, and that's cool, but it's still unspoken. So I think it's important to talk it out and move forward and understand that if you're with somebody that has this problem, that they tend to push people away, and you love them and you care about them, don't let them push you away. Like, just tell them, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna be here, like, you're not getting rid of me. And prove it. Don't just say it, because I believe that if you can do that for someone and they see that you mean it, and they love you back, because they have to love you back in order for it to mean anything. I mean, if you do it, they're gonna be like, oh my god, this person is so annoying, but if the person loves you and you love them, and you see that they have this characteristic, because it is a characteristic, and it's something that's going to take a while to fix, but if you stick around and you prove that you're going to stay, and anytime anything happens, you come back, you're going to develop a lifelong friendship and a lifelong relationship, because sometimes that person just needs one person to stay. It was a really good show. Also, make decisions together so that if it's a friendship or a relationship or a family thing, then you always have a communication between you two. It's kind of like, okay, I'm angry, but it doesn't mean that, you're going to leave or I don't want you in my life. Like, let's make a decision together what we're going to do going forward, and how this is going to benefit both of us. I think that's important to communicate. I actually foresaw this happening, but I didn't prepare for it. So I always said, okay, so when I have a boyfriend or husband, if we get into an argument, I don't want it to turn into like this ugly battle of yuck. So I bought this. I don't know if you remember American Gladiator, but I figured, okay, so whenever we get in an argument, we're going to pull this out. But I'm a big kid, and I'm never going to grow up. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. So I was like, we're going to get this out, and then we're going to go at it, and then whoever wins the argument, And I just thought it would be cute because whenever you pull this out, it makes you realize that you're making a big deal out of little things. I like that Mine song with Drake and Beyonce. Stop making a big deal out of little things because we got big deals and we got little things. I just want you to be mine. Like, I love that song. So I guess many years ago I was like, okay, what would I do if I finally found the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with? trying to figure out what to do with this hair. If I'm right, and then we get into an argument. Like, I don't want to lose him, you know. I was like, and I like to have fun, and I want to laugh, and I don't want to be serious all the time, you know. So I was like, genius. So I don't know. Hopefully this will help some people. And you know, if you bite and you end up breaking somebody's nose or something happens, it's not my fault. I was totally not there. I'm telling you what I wanted to do. Because remember, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not certified in anything. This is just me talking to you about me. What you do is up to you. But I think it's really important to communicate. Because the last thing you want to do is lose somebody that you really love. And this goes back to just this show. It really touched my heart because it's something that I went through. And like watching it, I'm like, I do that. I do that. You know, you want people in your life, but then you push them away. And then they do it too, you know, and sometimes when you have two people that are doing it, you kind of just flip-flop. So talk to people in your life. Love the ones that are pushing you away because maybe they just need somebody to love them. Especially if they have daddy issues. And this is, I'm being serious. Like, you know, if their daddy's never been around, chances are they don't think that any guy's going to stick around. So it's kind of hard for them to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Or anybody, you know. So think about that. Try to be there for people. Try to show them that you're going to be there in the long run and you're always going to be there. And I think that's going to make a huge difference in a lot of people's lives. I think we just need to be there for each other as friends and family and, you know, I think it's important. That's it. Bye.